Measures to strengthen the country's economy, a long-awaited implementation, the Sovereign Wealth Fund, now set to see the light of day. The fund was mooted by the ANC Policy Conference and adopted as a conference resolution at the governing party's 2017 NASREC Congress. It was also contained in the party's 2019 election manifesto. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa says it will be implemented.
We have decided to establish a sovereign wealth fund as a means to preserve and grow the national endowment of our nation, giving practical meaning to the injunction that the people shall share in the country's wealth.
While the President didn't provide full details of his announcement, the SACP has welcomed the move. Another governing party's alliance partner, COSATU, is here to announce its position on the issue. The SACP says the Sovereign Wealth Fund will accumulate revenue for the country's development. This by holding equity stakes in companies on behalf of the nation instead of individuals doing so through BEE.
If you borrow to finance consumption, and if you borrow from one financier in order to pay another, without borrowing to invest in production so that you can build your capacity to pay back the loans, and I'm referring to both the primary loans and their interests, where are you going to obtain money to pay back? That's where we are as a country. If we do not borrow to invest, and invest with the purpose of generating revenue from high returns, this economy is going to collapse.
The SACP has also dismissed the allegations that the President implemented this resolution to win the hearts of some delegates ahead of the ANC NGC in July.
We will have to be historical. We will have to go to the last conference of the ANC before the first democratic election. Consolidate the resolutions of every conference. Evaluate their implementation, conference by conference until today, if we are to be objective. Resolutions are not implemented in the space. They are not implemented in a vacuum where there is no resistance. You have already correctly pointed out that there are interest-based forces opposed to the implementation of the very same resolutions that the President is being accused of not implementing.
The Sovereign Wealth Fund is another way in which government will invest some of the country's money to gain benefit for ordinary citizens in the long run. At least 40 existing sovereign wealth funds in the world collectively control over $7 trillion, with half of that money coming from mineral resources. Ntlandla Khatlani, SABC News, Johannesburg.